Hey everyone. This is like the week of technical difficulties for me. And it's only the second day I've tried to go live. And apparently now I'm going to have some lighting issues. So sorry if I get a little blown out here. Um, so on today's live, I want to talk to you about compensation plans and about learning your compensation plan and a few things that you probably haven't considered when it comes to learning and understanding your compensation plan. Um, I would encourage you to really think about compensation plans from the perspective of the company before you even get started. So, and you may wonder, by the way, why am I not on my treadmill right now? Again, technical difficulties are killing me this week. So here I am drinking an incredibly hot cup of coffee in front of a really crappy lighted window that's it's blowing me out every chance it gets. So I apologize for that. I might be able to fix that by turning. It's the sun going in and out of the clouds. Of course, that's what's just going to happen right now. Okay, but we're going to get over this and we're going to move on. All right, so that's really annoying, isn't it? That's really, really annoying. Hold on. I have one more idea. Let me just move over here. Come with me. Really, really annoying. Okay, so when you are thinking about learning your compensation plan, do not be ashamed, alarmed, or afraid if you are incredibly overwhelmed when you first sit down to learn your comp plan. But like I said, I'm going to give you some reasons why you need to learn it and become an expert and what that can do for you and for your career. Oh my God, this sun going behind the clouds is crazy. Okay, I'm going to get over it. Shut up, Kendra. Okay, so the first thing, think about the compensation plan from the perspective of your company. Obviously, your company wrote their compensation plan to benefit them financially and to benefit their consultants financially, right? Makes sense. Every single compensation plan ever, or every single company will tell you that they have the best compensation plan. And I can wholeheartedly tell you some are definitely better than others. And another thing you can do to improve your network marketing status is to learn other compensation plans. But you need to understand your own first. So some are definitely better than others. So the company has written this compensation plan, so they pay you, they pay themselves, they make sure they don't overpay their consultants so they can continue to have things like stock and make money and do advertising and pay their office people and do all the overhead. I think sometimes as consultants and as consumers, we often forget about how much a company has to put out in order to have a business. I've been self-employed for a long time. My husband owns a brick and mortar business, and we just have that thrown in our face a lot on how absolutely expensive it is to own a business. So anyway, something else to think about when you're thinking about comp plans. But okay, so here's a few things that knowing our compensation plan in my company has helped me grow my business. First of all, it's incredibly overwhelming and you are not going to learn it overnight. It gets very confusing. They all do. And it feels like you never took a basic math class a day in your life when you're first starting to learn it. Don't feel bad if that's the case for you. I promise, I absolutely promise you'll get it, but understand it's confusing for everybody when they get started. Direct sales compensation plans are a whole nother language altogether, so don't feel bad. You need to take initiative to learn the compensation plan however you can. And the first thing you need to do is to have it printed out. This is some advice that I got from Lisa Compton, and I am not the kind of person that wants to read something every night. I'm not the kind of person that wants to put like some like piece of paper with a bunch of words in front of me and dive into it really deep. And I know a lot of us aren't that way, but print it out, put it beside your bed, put it on your nightstand, put it on your coffee table, somewhere that you're going to see it all the time, and commit to reading a page or two every day as you're getting started. Just commit to reading it and start putting it into your mind. And sometimes just spending 10 minutes a day focusing on a few paragraphs is the start on how you're going to get interested. But here's where not knowing your compensation plan is going to hurt you. There's going to come a time when people are going to ask you some hard questions about comp plans. And you're going to really hope that someday somebody, if not now, somebody from another direct selling company will decide that they want to come over to with experience, to your company. My cats are fighting. Hey. They're going to fight. You guys are probably going to hear that. It's kind of embarrassing. It's like your kids when they decide to do that, right? So someday somebody's going to be doing some research about your company and about joining your company, and they may find you as a potential leader. If you can't answer questions for them about how they're going to get paid, you could very well potentially lose them as a potential recruit. And I've seen it happen time and time again. And can you really blame them? Because somebody coming from experience is going to probably bring a lot of people with them into their organization when they make a transition from being a leader at one company to a leader at another. And you want to make sure that you're prepared to answer their questions. So how do you learn? Besides sitting down and reading it. I'm sure your company has videos. Watch them all. Take them in 5 or 10 minute increments if you have to. I know they can be incredibly overwhelming. But once you're able to speak the language of your own compensation plan and understand specifically how you get paid and how your downline gets paid and how you're paid on your downline, it's not only going to help you communicate to other people how to make that happen, but it's also going to help motivate you to understand exactly what you have to do in all areas of your business in order to be more financially successful. And I know this probably all sounds like a lot of common sense, but I think at least my experience with people in my company and newer beauty guides is that they look at that comp plan and they're just like, that's so crazy. It's so, I'll just ask you when I have questions. And becoming a leader and being a good leader means that you're going to learn that stuff and the ins and outs of it for yourself. Now, I will say it took me a solid like 6 to 9 months to feel very comfortable talking about our compensation plan. And I still have to go back and double check myself all the time. But the other thing that I do now is I've gone out and researched other compensation plans. Don't just take the word of people inside your organization when it comes to other compensation plans. You know, whether people inside your organization are comparing and contrasting for the benefit of themselves or the benefit of the company or the benefit of whomever, you really owe it to yourself to be knowledgeable about this kind of stuff, because people do decide to switch companies. People decide to take a look at other things, and you owe it to yourself to be knowledgeable about that so you can compare and so you can make informed decisions and give informed advice about things. I promise you it will help you grow your business exponentially. So I started with learning, and really mostly on Google. There's a bajillion YouTube videos, but I think understanding compensation plans, my own and competitors' compensation plans, has helped me have a lot of conversations that have made a difference in the success of my business. And here's the other thing that I would encourage you to do when you're learning compensation plans. Understand that every compensation plan truly has good and bad things to it, but not to look down upon the bad things and only talk about the good things. Be completely honest with yourself and with anybody that you're talking to about what your compensation plan has to offer and where its shortcomings might be. It doesn't mean that you have a bad company just because your comp plan might have some things that aren't the same as another company. Or it's not always a bad thing, but being able to lay it all out for somebody and have them feel really confident that you know what you're talking about and that they can believe and trust in you is huge. Anyway, that's that. So, again, I don't know if people are talking to me. I don't know what's going on with my live videos. I cannot see comments. This has been going on for about 3 days now. I can see who's joined, but I cannot see any comments that are being made. No matter which way I swipe, up or down, or left or right, it just won't tell me who's commenting, so I have to go back afterwards and see. How lame is that, right? I guess it's going to keep my videos short because I don't even get to say, like, hi to people or any of that, but whatever. So anyway, consider learning your compensation plan. Take it slow, one step at a time, one page at a time, 10 minutes at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't think you have to learn it all today or tomorrow or next week. If it takes you months to learn it, that's okay. Get on the phone with some of your leaders. Have three-way calls. You know, if you've got somebody that you're talking to that has questions about the comp plan, instead of you like messaging your leader and your leader messaging the person and going back and forth like that, and you trying to act like you're the expert on something, get on a three-way call and have the three of you have a conversation and you sit and listen and absorb and take notes and hear how they talk about your comp plan and ways that it's better and things like that. Try to do those things so you can learn the language, learn the conversation, and compare it to the stuff that's written down. Super important. Super, super important. It'll help grow your business. It'll help you with recruiting. Huge. And it'll help you be motivated to make more money because you're going to know exactly how you're making money. And that's important. So do your homework. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Under 15 minutes. See you soon.